Once upon a time, in a peaceful little village nestled in a dense forest, there lived a rabbit named Thumper. Thumper was a renowned detective, known for his sharp mind and acute sense of observation. One day, Thumper received a call from the village mayor, who informed him of a strange case that had been puzzling the villagers. A large, mysterious trunk had appeared in the village square, and nobody knew where it had come from or what it contained. Thumper knew that he had to investigate the trunk to solve the mystery. He surveyed the area around the trunk, looking for any clues. He noticed that the ground around the trunk was disturbed, as if something had been dragged there. He followed the trail of the marks and noticed that they led to the edge of the forest. After a few minutes of walking, he came across a small clearing. In the center of the clearing was a small, rundown hut. Thumper approached the hut and knocked on the door. There was no response, so he cautiously opened the door and peered inside. Thumper's eyes slowly adjusted to the darkness, and he spotted a large wooden chest in the corner of the room. Thumper was immediately suspicious and approached the chest, inspecting it closely. The chest was locked tight, but Thumper could see that the lock was old and rusted. He knew that he had to find a way to open the chest to see what was inside. Thumper left the hut and went back to the village to gather his tools. Thumper returned to the hut with his tools and began to work on the lock. After several minutes of tinkering, the lock finally gave way, and the chest opened with a creak. Thumper peered inside and gasped at what he saw. The chest was filled with gold coins, jewels, and other valuable treasures. Thumper realized that he had stumbled upon a thief's cache, and he knew that he had to find out who the thief was. Thumper went back to the village and began his investigation. He interviewed the villagers, asking if they had seen or heard anything suspicious. He learned that a fox named Red had been seen in the area. Thumper knew that Red had a reputation for being a thief, so he went to the circus to investigate. He found Red in his caravan and questioned him about the mysterious trunk and the chest of treasure in the hut. Red denied knowing anything about the trunk or the chest, but Thumper could sense that he was lying. Thumper decided to keep an eye on Red and followed him as he left the circus. Thumper watched as Red made his way into the woods and approached the hut. Red entered the hut and Thumper watched as Red opened the chest and began to count the gold coins and jewels. Thumper knew that he had caught the thief red-handed. Thumper emerged from the bushes and confronted Red, who tried to run away. Thumper gave chase, using his speed and agility to catch up with the fox. Red tried to fight back, but Thumper was too quick and managed to apprehend him. Thumper brought Red back to the village, where he was met with cheers and applause from the grateful villagers. But there was still one mystery left to solve. Where had the mysterious trunk in the village square come from? Thumper thought hard about how to open the lock, and after a few attempts, the lock clicked open, and Thumper slowly lifted the lid. Inside, Thumper found a letter. It was written in an elegant script, and the ink was still fresh. The letter read, "To the kind villagers of this peaceful village, I leave you this trunk as a token of my gratitude for your hospitality. I have traveled far and wide and have never met such kind-hearted people. May this trunk bring you joy and happiness." Thumper had solved the case of the mysterious trunk and brought the thief to justice. Thumper went back to his quiet life, but he knew that he would always be ready to solve the next mystery that came his way.